everyone, Roxy here. So today we are going to do an Arteza Acrylic Gouache review and comparison. So about a week ago, I noticed that Arteza had acrylic gouache now, and I didn't know that. I didn't know if it was something new, maybe it's not. So I went on YouTube, I was trying to find some reviews on it, and I really couldn't find much. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna have to buy it, and I'm gonna have to review it and compare it, because I love using acrylic gouache sometimes. So I decided maybe this is good because I like the Arteza regular gouache. I thought maybe the acrylic gouache will be just as good. Okay, so these come, this is the cheapest one I found with 12 acrylic gouache colors, and it says it's premium. So we'll see if it's premium. We'll go ahead and test that out. Okay, so let's take a look at the colors. Okay, so it has basic colors that you would get in most paints with a 12 color set. First, we have white. We get like some sort of lemon yellow, an orange, a red, a rose madder, violet, Egyptian blue, cerulean blue, leaf green, forest green, burnt sienna, and space black. Okay, so let me just open the box and we can just take a look at what's in the box. And there they are, 12 color set. I've been using Turner acrylic gouache for the last couple of years, and I really like it, and it's really reasonable in price, and it's really good paint. And so I'm going to compare this premium Arteza acrylic gouache with the Turner Acryla gouache. Let's see what the difference is. Okay, so I'm going to pull out both tubes, and they look like they're the same size, but I better make sure. And so as I look at the Turner, I realize it's 20 ml and the Arteza is 22 ml. So you just get a little bit more with the Arteza. So I already started this color swatch card, and I started with the Turner acrylic gouache, and that will be at the very top, and then right below that will be comparable colors from the Arteza set, and then I'll do the same thing at the bottom grid, and we'll compare them. So for the Turner, I am writing down the color of the paint, like permanent red, permanent scarlet, and I'm writing the pigment name and the pigment number. The Arteza acrylic gouache just has a basic number. There are no pigment names like PR or PY or PB and a number. It's just A102. So I'm just writing that down, and the name of the paint, which some of them are kind of odd, like tomato red, really? I really love the Turner acrylic gouache. I mean, it goes on so buttery, so velvety, and so smooth. And really, honestly, sometimes some of the paints, just the first layer is very opaque. I might put probably a second layer, but not much paint, just a little bit. But I really enjoy these. So far, I'm not enjoying the Arteza, but let's see the next 6 colors and see what we have. All right, so you'll see that there is a black line, and most of the Turner, you can't even see that black line. But with the Arteza, I mean, look at the green. It's so, like, transparent. And so I'm not really liking that. It almost feels very oily and thin. But we'll just wait for it to dry, and maybe it'll look better. Maybe if we put on one more layer, it will be very opaque. Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's look at the first top half. Yeah, I mean, you could see some of the black pin underneath the Turner, but that's fine. But when you compare it to Arteza, the Arteza is more transparent on all of them. The black is pretty good on the Arteza, but it's not as good as the Turner. Okay, so let's take a look at the next 6 colors. Yeah, the greens on the Arteza are just too transparent. The purple, I mean, that's like a lavender. It's, you know, obviously mixed with white, but it's still a little transparent. The brown isn't too bad. Okay, so we got to see those. Now we are going to do some painting and compare it that way, like a real painting. Okay, so I am going to paint a colorful coffee mug. And first paints I'm going to use is the Turner Acrylic Gouache. Just like regular gouache, you see how it dries so velvety and flat. I really love that. So I felt like the orange was too dark, so I just made another mixture with a little bit of white, and it covered it nicely, and it should do that. Acrylic gouache should do that. And also, I made a little mistake at the bottom, adding some extra pink, and I'm going to go over that with some more paint, a different color, and if the paint is good, it should be able to cover that mistake as well. Okay, so here I am covering up that mistake with some blue paint, and it covered it nicely. And I'm done. A fun, colorful, whimsical coffee mug. Now it's time to use the Arteza Acrylic Gouache, and we will do a comparison. Obviously, as I'm painting, I will be able to tell the difference. So I'm in a mixture of the cerulean blue and the white, and it just looks really transparent. Yeah, I'm not liking it, so let's continue. So I want you to take a look at this up close. It's already dried. Look at how streaky it is. It doesn't look good at all. So take a look at this. I grabbed some blue and I mixed it with some white. And look how bad that looks. It's very transparent and not opaque. And I'm trying to put some good layers on there. The paint is very thick. If I put a little bit of water, it gets way too watery and even more transparent. So this is just not good. I decided to just darken it up. I'm trying to do a little blending here with darker red and lighter red, and it's not working out very good. And the white isn't very white. It's very transparent. So you'll see that as I try to put pure white on the edges for the highlights. And believe it or not, I cannot do dry brushing. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get that white even brighter. So I've been putting like multiple layers of white just to get it to stand out. And again, it's because the white paint it's very transparent. I just want you to see how bad these layers look. I mean, I'm having to add layer upon layer just to give it, you know, more, to make it look more opaque, and having to add white, and adding white doesn't really help much because the white is so transparent. In my opinion, everything looks so sloppy. I feel like I'm painting with children's paints, and I'm not enjoying it. Even though I like this color scheme better than my other cup, I don't like the paint job, and I'm not enjoying the process. Okay, I'm done. It's a little wonky. I like the color scheme, but boy, it just wasn't fun to paint. Yes, it's a cute painting. Let's take a closer look. It just doesn't look professional to me. It is very messy, and it was hard to control. Now here is the turner. It was so much easier to use and so much more fun. So in my opinion, the Arteza Acrylic Gouache is not worth it. It feels like children's paint. It's actually one of the worst paints I've ever used. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you.